So there is a question that we were looking at. Shamba Limited. Shamba Limited. It's under the farm account. I think the question was shared in the group, so we can look at it. Shamba Limited. Are we there? Shamba Limited. But I understand that there are those new students who recently joined the group. So we're going to share the question. Great. That is the question. May 2012, question number 4. May 2012, question number 4. Are we there? Are we there? May 2012, question number 4. Tuko pale. Are we there? Good. Now, the question reads, the following balances were extracted from the books of Shamba Limited as at 31st March 2012. We have the items given there. Mortgage from Rural Development Bank, 36,000. Retained profit as at 1st of April 2011, 6,000. Ordinary share capital, 163,200. Farmer workers, wages, manager's salary, cash in hand, receivables, farm tools, repair to the farm machinery, staff welfare, farmhouse expenses, purchases of seeds, livestock, fertilizer, livestock feeds. Those are some of the purchases. Then we have wages, livestock, expenses, crop, livestock, administration expenses, interest on mortgage, investors or inventories as at 1st of April 2011, that is opening inventory, which is growing crops, seeds, and fertilizer, livestock feed, general insurance premium, payables, bank balances. And for the bank balances class, I can see they are telling us it is on credit. Now, what does that insinuate? What does that indicate? When they tell us that we have a bank balance, but it is credited. What does that tell us? Somebody? Let me see what people have. We have bank balance, but credited. Hiyo inamaanisha something. Then anatuambia negative balance. Bank overdraft. Thank you. Yes. Bank balance, yes. If it is on the debit side, that is the cash. It's an asset. If it is debited, remember our dealer. Our dealer. Bank balance. Debit side, asset. Credit side, liability. So that is an overdraft to us. Asanteni for that. Great. Next is farm machinery. Now sales, we have for crops, cattle, carcasses, waliuza. Farm machinery, land and building. Then we have additional information where we have closing inventory for the given items. Manager's salary is charged to livestock and crop revenue account in the ratio of 1:3 respectively. So if we are given that ratio of 1:3 respectively, so that means the first account or department is livestock. Livestock will go with 1/4. 1/4 of the total. Valuation of farm tools as at that date, 2012 was 1200,000. Now for that one, you just check what was the value in the trial balance. The value in the trial balance. before it was devalued. So this one was devalued downward, and therefore the difference we said will be treated as the what? Difference. Lisema itatreatiwa kama nini? Difference of these farm tools. It will be treated as the depreciation. It will be treated as the depreciation. It will be treated as the depreciation. Then we are told of depreciation on farm machinery is to be provided at 20% per annum book value. Depreciation and repair of the farm and machinery is to be charged to the general income statement. So that depreciation, we shall use it in the general income statement. We shall use it in the general income statement. Then we have the insurance prepaid. So anything prepaid reduces our what? It reduces our expense, right? Yeah. Prepaid reduce our expenses, and it is an asset or liability. Prepayment, is it an asset? Does it form part of our asset or liability? Prepayment, it is an asset. Yes. So that amount 240, it is going to be an asset, and the same 240, it is going to reduce the insurance expense. So we reduce the insurance expense with the same amount. Then we have manure worth 180,000 shillings was used in the farm, where the farm crops used to feed the livestock were valued at that amount. We know how that one is done, interdependent. Interdependent between the departments. Then bad debt written off. You guys, you remember what we said when it comes to the bad debt written off. Bad debt written off is an expense. Bad debt written off is an expense together with allowance for doubtful debt, right? Allowance for doubtful debt. And to calculate the allowance for doubtful debt, we say that we first of all do what? Do deduct our bad debt, because this bad debt, remember, we're not going to recover that. We're not going to. It's already an expense to us. That customer that we sold goods worth 300 will not pay us. Already they have defaulted. It's a bad debt. It's a bad debt. We have written it off from our books. There's nowhere that we shall receive that money. And that's why in the financial management, we're going to look at the management of what? The management of receivables. How do we make sure that these people do pay us on time? Do pay us on time. We're going to look at that in the financial management. To avoid this, to avoid writing off some sales. Then we have crop consumed by the farm workers who are valued at 600. This amount was recovered from their wages. Now, you know, if it was recovered already from their wages, so their wages will increase. So you just check, what is their wages? Their wages was 3,000. So it will increase by 600 because this 600 was recovered from their wages. That is something that we need to note. Then we have crop consumed by the farm workers who are valued, oh, that one already. Or farm workers, who I read that now. Crop consumed by farm workers were valued at 600. This amount was recovered. Oh, that one we done. Then we have the shareholders provided farm labor valued at 1,200, while the crops valued at 1,920. Now, for the shareholder, this one we say that it is treated as what? How do we treat the shareholders' labor? Labor. It is a capital. On the other side, it's a what? You can check. I think we talked about that. Shareholders' labor. Sema ni capital, so it will be under our capital, as well as what? Is it an expense as well? Shareholders' labor. Shareholders' labor. Is it an expense? A general expense. Yes, a general expense. It will be a general expense. Thank you so much. And then the 1920, this is valued at 1920, were donated in charity during the year. So there was a donation. This donation still, we said it's our what? Donation tulisema ina work kama nini? Donation, the 1920 donation. It is a sale in that specific account. We are dealing with what? What did they donate? Crop. So it is a sale in that specific account. On the other hand, it's a what? It will be a sale and an expense to the general, an expense to the general what? Is it to the general income statement? Expense? Yeah, an expense 1920. So class, that is it. The examiner wanted us to come up with a revenue account, but in this case, wanted us to share the question. Peter, you know, I think the question is there. So we are required to come up with a general income statement. And for this general income statement, the examiner mentioned something to do with the columnar format. No problem. I know maybe you did not use the columnar format, but at the end of the day, you got something. So columnar format is only that the examiner wants you to have all of them at the same point. Now I want somebody to tell me, what did you get as the livestock revenue? Or revenue from livestock. I want just somebody to give me that, and then revenue from crop before we start solving this. Remember, after this class, we're going to the next part. The next, I think, final part in our topic number 2. Final part in our topic number 2, whereby we shall be looking at the conversion of partnership into a limited company. Conversion of partnership into a limited company. So, how much did you get as the revenue from livestock? Somebody, just give me. If you have different answer, give me 3 or 2. Revenue from livestock. Just give me your answer. What you got? Give me what you got. Revenue from livestock. Yeah, so class, I think we can continue. We had to change something. There was a technical problem. There was a technical problem. How I hope that we are going to move on well. We're going to move on well. We're going to move on well. Great. Now we were to solve this question. And I was saying that examiner had said we use the columnar format. We use the columnar format, of which we are going to use the columnar format. And I was saying that from your end, you might have used the other method, whereby you computed the revenue for the livestock separately, the revenue for crop separately. You did them separately. So we're going to combine them. We are going to combine them. We are going to combine them. So Shamba Limited, livestock and crop revenue account. Revenue account, like that. Is somebody who can see the board? Really? Is somebody who cannot see the board? I don't know why. Video. You guys are not able to see. Allah. Is there anyone who can see the board? For me, I can see from my end. I don't know. Can you see the board? It just came. We shall overcome. Not that clear. It's back now. It's back, but small screen. Small. You can double. Not Brad. For Brad is bad. For Brad, hapana. Kama ni small, just double click. Kama unatumia simu, double click like that. Hata kama ni laptop. Not clear. Not clear. And from my end, it's blurry. From my end, naiona ikiwa sawa. Says your bandwidth is low. Yes, low. Yeah. There is a problem. Has just occurred. Therefore, we are trying to Brad. So for the Brad case, can you try to log out and log in again? No, I had been removed from the meeting. So can you try to log in and log out and log in again? Just try to log out and log in again, and then let me know. Log in and log out and log in again. Then let me know the result. See, it's now not clear. Hey. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Tuone kama itakuwa sawa. Haya. What about now? Sai iko namna gani? How is it now? Refresh. Refresh now. Refresh. Utoke halafu uingie tena. We see. Utoke halafu uingie. Lazima utoke. Usiseme no difference. Left at the back, Tuone hii inakuaje. See, it's okay. Naona kama iko sawa. Okay. Watu watoke halafu uingie. Watu watoke halafu waingie sasa. Masi sasa angalia vizuri. Now it's coming back, It's coming back. All right. Now I want us to solve this question, and we're going to start with the revenue and crop account. So we can have on this side livestock, and then crops. Livestock and then crops like that. So we can have 3 columns for each. 3 columns for each, whereby we shall be having the items, shillings in thousand, and that, shillings in thousand, like that. Good. From this end, this will represent our livestock, right? All the items and the livestock will be on this end. All the livestock and the livestock item. So we start with the sales. Give me the sales for livestock. Sales for livestock. What are they selling? Sales for livestock. We put a sales for livestock. Sales for livestock. Sales for livestock. Ni gani? Sales for livestock. Sales for livestock. Livestock. Cattle. 36,000. Cattle 36,000. Cattle 36,000. Cattle 36,000. Hope you guys can see that. Cattle 36,000. You put it in the second column. Cattle 36,000. The other one, the other sale. If I need to just put this. The other sale, carcasses 9,000. Yes, carcasses. I hope people are able now to see. We're just trying to put down what we have here. 9,000. Any other sale? So at that point, we usually learn or go to the additional information and check. Once you have exhausted what you have, you learn to the additional information. Manure. They sold manure. Sold manure worth 800. Manure worth not 800 but 180. Manure worth 180. So what is the total sale? What is the total sale for that total sales? Total sales itakuwa ngapi? Total sales itakuwa ngapi? 12,780. Then you move to the next part, which is the less cost of sale. Less cost of sale. We first of all finish with this side. Cost of sale. This is the columnar format. Cost of sale. So for the cost of sale class, we're gonna opening inventory. Opening inventory. Ni kama ngani? Give me the opening inventory ya kwanza. Remember we are under livestock. It is 45,180. Oops, not 12. Aya. Hey, kuna mtu aliongeza hii kama 3,600 eh? So Annette, ni 45 eh? Not 12 eh? 45. Asante. 45. This is 36,000. Hey, yeah. 45,180. Good. Now, we are under opening inventory. Tuko na gani? Now na livestock. Kulikuwa na livestock. Livestock. How much? 15,000. Livestock. Then what else do we have under opening? Now tuko na livestock feed. Livestock feed under opening. Livestock feed under opening tuko na 3,600. Haya, livestock feed. Hapo tumemalizia. Tuongeze purchases. Add purchases. Add purchases. Add purchases. Add purchases. So for the purchases tuko na gani? Purchases ziko pale tumepewa. Walinunua livestock, si ndio? What how much? Walinunua livestock. Wakanunua livestock feed. Livestock feed. Haya, livestock yenye walinunua ni worth 6,000 na 420. Any other purchase that they made? Any other purchase? Yes. Yes, somebody telling us that farm crop. Yes, farm crop was 390. Mimi sasa mko sawa. Shajua hivyo, kucollaborate like that, inakuwa sawa. Then, we less closing in stock. Less closing stock. Closing stock. Closing stock tuko nazo pale, additional information ya kwanza hapo. Livestock. Livestock ilikuwa how much? Livestock and livestock feed. Livestock feed. Livestock and livestock feed. Tuko na 24,000. Na livestock feed nayo ni 600. Ndio. Ni 20 ama ni 24? Mbona naona 24? Omondi ni 24, yeah? 24 pale. So can we now get the cost of sale? Let's get the cost of sale hapo. What a two cost of sale. We calculate vizuri so that we don't keep on repeating. Whatever our total hapa, cost of sale. Cost of sale. Ngapi? Hapa iongeze hizi zote alafu utoe hizi mbili. Farm crop, why should we treat it under livestock but not crop? Who will be in a good position to tell Roadster what is happening here? A very nice question. 810. A very nice question from Roadster. I wish that I can get a 𝗕𝗢𝗚𝗢𝗦𝗦𝗘𝗦 there. 𝗕𝗢𝗚𝗢𝗦𝗦𝗘𝗦 there. So what is the... I will respond to that, Roadster, but still, I know our colleagues are really trying to do the same. The same. What is our gross? Gross earning or revenue? Gross revenue. Gross revenue. They were purchased as livestock feed. Yes. It is the livestock. We call it interdependent. And you find that whatever that is being used in livestock as a livestock feed, we assume that it was purchased or it was a sale. A sale. Now you see that there was this manure. There was also this manure. It came from, of course. Okay, wacha tufike kwa hiyo ingine ya nini, farm crop. You see this farm crop was used by livestock. Ni 44. Hala? Ni 44 na nani alipata the other one? Ni 44,370. 44,370. 44,370. So we purchased, we assume that we purchased the farm crop to be used as the farm feed or livestock feed. So come under that. Come under that. Right. Then we move to the next one. Expenses. Now, at this, we usually raise the specific expenses relating to the livestock. Relating to the livestock. So we raise expenses. So what is a specific expense relating to the livestock? So I'm going to still add something. So this will be for livestock. This will be for livestock. This will be for that. So when it comes to expenses, specific expenses under livestock, tuko na gani? Kuna information walituambia kuhusu manager salary. So which proportion is going to livestock? Manager salary. Proportion fulani, a quarter, So a quarter of the total. Total was 3,600. So a quarter of the total will be here. So this column 1 Farm 2. Farm 1. Farm 2. A quota is 900. Another specifically to the livestock. Another item. Wages, kuna livestock wages, wages for livestock. Ni ngapi? Wages. Hiyo ni specifically for livestock. Iko ngapi? Stock expense. Stock expense. Iko na livestock expense. Livestock. Wages ni ngapi? Umefika mahali. Somebody has seen it, 9,600. Yes. 9,600. 600. And then the other one is 73,800. Do we have any other specific expense from or to the livestock department? Iko kweli tumeambiwa tu direct in here. See general, we shall take them to the general income statement. So we don't have any other. We can add on the total so that we get our what? The revenue from livestock revenue. Our revenue, our total revenue. Total is 17,880. 17,880. 17,880. We left that from our total gross revenue. Napata ngapi sasa? Ukitoa hiyo. How much is our gross net profit? 26,490. How many people got that? 490. Okay. I know you did not grow into the column, but did you get that? 26,490. You get that. But I'm close to that. How many? Tupate tuone ni wangapi. Can't hear well. Either at some point. We had Felix. So Faith, if you experience such, please unatoka kidogo and then you come back within 1 minute, 1 second. Eric, great. This is very good. We have Felix and Eric. Hey, where are the ladies? Ladies, when mnyinyi mlipata nini? What did you get? What did you get? What did you get? 26, Lynette, 26,490. Great. That is very good. At least everyone is represented. Everyone is represented. Now, in a column form, we do the same for the crop. We do the same for the crop. We do the same for the crop. So, what are the sales? Sales. Let's identify all the sales for the crop. Give me the sales. Just check from the question. Waliuza crops na feeds. Crops zilikuwa za how much? 21,000. Feeds zilikuwa za ngapi? Feeds zenye waliuzia livestock. Ndio. Hizo ndizo tu vitu mbili ama kuna zingine. 390, ndio. Waliuza. That was a sale to them. Then kulikuwa na donation. Donation is treated as a sale, Donation 1920. What else? Donation ilikuwa 19. Almost the last additional information. Then crop consumed by workers. Ilikuwa one how much? That's still a sale. Consumed by farm workers. Yes, ilikuwa 600. And lazima to account for that. We account for that. What else? What else do we have? For the sales, do we have any other item? No, any other item? Total? No. We can get the total sales hapa. Sawa. Total sales ni ngapi? 23,910. We less the cost of sale. Cost of sale. So under cost of sale, we look at our opening inventory. Opening inventory ni ngapi ya? Tuko na nini? Opening inventory, we have what? Liko pale. Growing crops. Want how much? Gonna growing crops. Want how much? 12,000. What else do you have? Hatuna any other opening. Tuko na purchases down there. You add purchases. So purchases ya kwanza wali buy nini? Manure, si ndio? Okay, hiyo ni additional information. Usisahau hii manure. Naona hii manure. Manure 180. So any other? Seeds na fertilizer. Seeds were the hii feed iko na 24 na fertilizer 15. Fertilizer 1,500. Any other purchase? Any other purchase? Nothing. Less clothing. Clothing. Clothing, naona walikuwa na moja tu. How much was the value? Tulikuwa na nini? Nini wali close nayo? What did they close with? 6,000. Ilikuwa part of what? Part of? Yes, 6,000 inasimamia nini? It is crops, seeds, fertilizer. $6,000. This one we are subtracting. So can we get the cost of sale? Do all this, and then cost of sale up. How much? How much? Nataka tuone every item. Cost of sale is 10,080. 10,080. So what is the gross revenue? Is it gross profit? Ni ngapi? Gross profit ukitoa this one minus this one. 13,830. 13,830. Now, if that is the gross revenue, we can come here and less expenses. Expenses tuko na gani? Managers salary. Takuwa 3600 minus 900. Ni ile proportion imebaki. So how much will that be? Manager salary. 2,700. And the other one? The other one? Kuna mahali walitaja crop. Kuna mahali wametaja hapo crop expense. Well, how much? $6,000. Do we have any other specific expense to our crop? Any other specific? Specifically near wages. Haya. Hapa nijue hii wages yetu itakuwa specifically to the crop ama inaweza kuwa either ile walikuwa wanafanya kwa livestock, ile wanafanya kwa shamba. Inaweza kuwa general. That one we shall use it as a general expense net. Sawa. Hiyo 36. Sasa tukiweka kwa hapa tutakuwa bias. Tutakuwa bias, Tutakuwa bias. Sawa. So I think these are the expenses that we have. What is the total expense? Itakuwa 8,700. 8,700. Haya, ukitoa hiyo, what is our revenue? Total revenue from crop department. Fabulous. Farm house expenses. Farmhouse. Unaona hiyo? Farmhouse expense class. Farmhouse. Farm. Unaona hiyo ni general. Hiyo farmhouse tunaweza weka maziwa ama farmhouse expense. Hiyo inaweza tumika na zote. So that's a general. It will go to put the first expense on your screen. The first expense is manager salary. Manager salary. Monica. Manager salary, which is 3/4, 3/4 of 3,600, which is the same as 3,600 minus 900, the one that went to the livestock. Hiyo ni proportion to. We together, Monica? Are we together? Okay. Now let's get the total. Kwa hii toa ile. Mbona nilifunga hapa? It will not be closed. 13,830 minus that, 87. Mulipata ngapi? So that we go to now the general income statement. Mulipata ngapi? $51.30. 51. So class, kindly confirm whether we are together as far as the two account using the columnar format. Are we together? Are we together? Are we together? Kwa pamoja. Kwa pamoja. Now, if the examiner asks you to use the columnar format, you just bring them together like that. You just bring them together like that. Let's go to Shamba Limited. Shamba Limited. General income. General income statement for the year ended. Amount on the put up kidogo juu. When you face the board should, sound inapotea. Can you use columnar format in exam if it's not specified? In exam, if it's not, you can use. Lakini vizuri, if they have not specified, use the other one. So somebody is saying, when you face the board, not can't hear you. Okay. Okay, sawa. Noted. Okay, we are going to look at the Shamba Limited general income statement. So where do we start? Tunaanza wapi? Where do we start? Revenue from livestock and crop. Yes. So our sharings are like that. So revenue from our livestock and crop. So revenue from livestock and crop, at least we have them. We have the first one is they are here, 26 or 90. 26,490. And then we have the other one, which is 51,30. So the total revenue in ngapi? Total revenue in ngapi? Total revenue of the two. Total revenue, you add the two, and then we less general expenses. Total revenue in that one, it's 20. So let's clear the general expenses class. Expenses ndizo zilikuwa kadhaa pale, but somebody at least gave us a clue where we should start. Start with the wages. Wages ya farm workers, farm workers wages. It is 3,600. Okay. We now go to depreciation. Depreciation ya nini? We had several depreciation. Tuanze na gani? Tumeambiwa tuko na depreciation mbili. Moja ni ya machinery na ingine ni ya farm tool. Machinery depreciation ilikuwa ngapi? 9360. I hope you have got 20%. 20% of the cost. 20% of cost ilikuwa ngapi? Cost ilikuwa ngapi? 46,800. 46,800. So it is 9360. And then farm tools. To get that, tunatumia liberation. Value was 1,500. Na ikapungua to 1,200. So depreciation in that case is 300. If those are items tunaweza sahau, then we go to the other one, which is another expense that you can identify. Another expense that you can identify. Ziko mingi, expense hapa ndio mingi. Expense ndio mingi sana. Si bad debt kule kwa additional information, bad debt written off. Bad debt written off. 300. Haya. Repay, shareholders labor. Shareholders labor, yeah. Kulikuwa na shareholders labor ya how much? Shareholders labor. Hizi ndizo unaweza. Labor. How much was it? 1,200? Hizo ni expense. Haya. Repair. Kama mtu anapatia repair, repair to farm machinery. How much? 300. Repair to farm machinery. 300. Haya, tuende kwa ingine. Ziko mob sana. Below that nimeona insurance premium 2640. Haya. Insurance premium. So tuko kwa insurance 2640 insurance. But I didn't see that. Okay, 2640. You've already deducted the prepaid. Insurance premium. Insurance premium 2640. Insurance premium hapo. So we have like that. Insurance premium. Uh, 2640. So tumechukua tu ile 28 what? Ilikuwa 2880 minus 240 ili tukapata hiyo. Haya, any other? Tunataka tuchape zote. so that by the end of the day, tumetumia all of them. Staff welfare, can you see? Staff welfare, farm labor. Okay, kulikuwa na farm labor. Farm labor ilikuwa okay. Hebu tulieni kidogo. Additional information number 8. Additional information number 8. Okay. Labor. Hey, wacha kwanza tuweke sasa manager salary ilishaisha. Manager salary tuko nayo kweli? Farmhouse. So tuko na hii staff welfare. Uone? Staff welfare. How much is the staff welfare before we go to farmhouse? Staff welfare ni ngapi from your end? 600. Then farmhouse expense. Farmhouse 720. Shareholders labor has been included. Shareholders labor tushaweka ndio hii. 600. The farmhouse expense ni 720, si ndio? Angalia vizuri hapo. Farmhouse expense ni ngapi? 720, si ndio? Farmhouse. Angalia hiyo item. Check that item 720, yes. 720. Then we have any other interest on mortgage. I've seen it. Interest on mortgage. Hawa watu walikuwa na my expense hawa. Interest on mortgage ni ngapi? Then we are told of admin expense. Interest on mortgage. Interest on mortgage. Is it 2400? 2400. Sorry, sioni. Linet. Uoni pande gani? 2700. Yeah. Then admin expense is 2700. Admin ni 2700. Admin expense ndio 20. You guys, farmhouse interest on mortgage ni gapi? Yeah. It's vice versa, Admin ndio 24. Okay. So 2724 at least. Yes. 2700, 2400. That's correct. Allowance for doubtful debt. Yes. Allowance. Hizi vitu zilikuwa mingi sana. For doubtful debt. Doubtful debt. Hii ilikuwa noma. Now, how much? Donation. Allowance ilikuwa ngapi? Allowance 708. I hope kila mtu anajua vile tulipata hiyo. You take 18,000 which was the receivable minus 300, then you look at 4% of that. Tapatia hiyo. Haya. Then tuko na hiyo ingine tumepewa pale donations. Donation wa hizi zilikuwa mingi zaidi 1920. What else? Any other expense? Tulete zote. Kuna expense bado? Any other expense class that we have not bring on board? Kuna mtu anaona any other? Kama tumechangamka na zote, Any other? Yes or no, or any other? I cannot see any other expense. Ikiarise, I sort. What is the total expense? What about tax? Donation was catered for as revenue in crop. Yes, iko na 2 entries, Eric. Donation iko na entry mbili, treated as the revenue for crop and then as the expense in the general. Yeah. Yes. The tax sasa ni huko chini, tutaitoa after a profit. Haya, nipatie total hapa hizi zote. Patie total so that we get our profit before tax. Profit before tax hapa. Hii saa tutoe tax. Hii hao walikuwa wamechangamka kabisa. Haya, what is our total expenses? Total expenses ni ngapi? Total expenses ni ngapi? Total expenses ni ngapi? Hiyo lazima tupoe makini tuweke zote. 26. I'm getting somebody giving me here 26 what? 26,798. Na kuna wa 748. 7 gani? Is it 26, 748 or 798? Which is which now? I just have to. Ni gani sasa? 748 or 98? Haya, wale wa 98, by then 98 ziko kadhaa, Nekesa, 48 zimeanza kugain popularity, tuko na Francisca, kuna 98, bado 748 now started getting popularity, gaining popularity, 48, 748, 26, 748. Now you left that, ukitoa hiyo unapata nini profit before tax yetu? Just take this one minus this one. Pata ngapi profit? Itakuwa ngapi? 48.72. You less tax. Tax ni ngapi? Tax. Hiyo walikuwa wametupatia direct, si ndio? 1.8 million. So ni 1800. Baki na ngapi? Nabaki na for tax hapo 30.72. Haya, tunaenda vizuri. Then from there you'll get profit after tax hapa. Profit after tax. From there now is when vitu kama dividend zinakuja kama ziko. And naona tulikuwa na vitu kama retained profit at the start of the period. So we add retained earning at the start. Ilikuwa ngapi? At the start, 1st of April 2011. Ilikuwa ngapi hiyo retained earning? At the start, ili tubalizane. Unaiona? Kwa trial balance pale. Can you see around 6K? 6,000, eh? 6. Is it 36 or 6? 6. Ili tupate our profit for the year. Profit for the year, which is 90.72. Hi, how many got that? That one, hiyo ilikuwa kazi. Kazi. How many got that? How many got that? Kuna mwenye alifanya akatuma akasema, nimejaribu nimengangana, lakini haija balance. Lakini alingangana. If you look at the entry venye aliweka, by the way, you know what? When it comes to financial reporting, passing is very easy. We don't look at hii ya mwisho. Kama umepata, hapana. This one hapana. We look at the correct entry. We just mark the correct entry. Naona? Hii hapana, ni sawa. Like that. Sawa. Like that. Yes, sawa. So, and then we come and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. See, hiyo swali ilikuwa na marks ngapi? If the question has 10 marks, we say any 10 correct ticks, ama any 8 correct ticks, and you see all these entries zote zinafuatia. So unakutaka mtu hata unapata marks zote, hata kama huja balance hapa, hata kama hujapata hiyo. because that's the mode of marking. So each correct entry uko na mark. Each correct entry unapata. So we look as per entries, not as per haikuwa na tano. Hiyo sasa hiyo tungesema hizi entries zote ni mingi sana. So maybe 8 or such. In it 8 correct entry, you get all of them. Lakini sasa tano hiyo walipeana kidogo sana bwana. Lakini ukishajua the expense na nini ni kuweka tu. This is a matter of knowing the entry. Then we go to the other side. The other side we prepare the Shamba Limited, the statement of financial position. Statement of financial. I think that is the final. Shamba Limited. Statement of financial. So Shamba Limited statement of financial position. So we can just start with the non-current asset. So give me the non-current asset. Uko na kadhaa pale. Farm tools, farm machinery, added building, zote. Farm machinery. So farm tool ni ngapi? Rad and building ni ngapi? How much is the value for rad and building? It's just direct there. You haikuwa na adjustment. So it's just 120,000. Farm tools. Now after we recorded the what? Farm tool. We record the revalued amount. Farm tool. Farm machinery. The farm tool. That's 7 for 40. Okay, sawa. Tunaweza weka hii 7 for 40. Haya. Tool ni 1200. The revalued amount. So that is value when we are preparing the books. When we are preparing the books of account, that is value. When you go to the current asset. So the current asset class, tuko nazo pale. Of course, we start with the closing inventory. Na sasa, pale tuweke tu closing inventory. Ama tuweke tu closing inventory. Tuko na gani? Growing crop, livestock, na livestock feed. Livestock feed. So growing crops ni ngapi? Value ya growing crops. Hii net inasumbua class eh? So, are you able to hear me? Are you able to hear me? Receivable 16,992. 16,992. We shall overcome. 16,992. 992. Aya. Do you have any other prepaid? We encountered the same jana here. Company law, maybe it should be checked. Maybe it's general. Ani, kuna kitu tu. Kuna kitu tu ina. I think ni kitu, it's something external. Something external, right? Hope you understand. Hope you understand. Kwa sababu I've never experienced something external. So 16,992. Then we have the prepaid insurance. Prepaid insurance. How much? 240. 240. That is the prepaid insurance. Next one. What else do we have? Any other item that you can identify? Angalia kwa trial balance yetu. Kwa trial balance yetu. Yeah, cash in hand. Cash in hand. Ngapi? Cash in hand ni ngapi? 15,600. Do we have any other assets? Any other asset yenye tumeacha nyuma? Any other asset? Or we should now get the total current asset. Get the total current asset. Current asset zote ni ngapi? Current asset zote ni ngapi? Current asset zote ni ngapi? Ngapi? Current asset zote ni ngapi? People are getting 63,432. 63,432. So you add all of them to get the total assets. Total assets. Total assets ni ngapi sasa? Total assets 222,072. 222,072. Okay. We go to the finance by or equity and liability section. Equity and liability section. Equity and liability. So for the equity, I think we had the order and share capital. Order and share capital. Order and share capital. I hope we heard that. Can you see the 163? 163. 200. What will affect our order and share capital? What will affect our order and share capital? The shareholder what? As the shareholder walifanya hiyo value the value of the shareholders labor. Sawa, ilikuwa 1200, so it will be 163. 200 1200 hiyo ya shareholder. Part of equity. So total itakuwa ngapi? Total itakuwa ngapi? We put it in the last column. Total itakuwa ngapi? Total ya hizo and then profit for the year. Profit for the year. Oh, yeah. 1972. Total share capital ni ngapi? Cha tuone hizi capital 164,400. 164,400. 164,400 and that. Then I think hapo hatuna any other item. Hatukuwa na drawing. We did not have drawing. Lakini kama tungekuwa na drawing tungefanya nini? If we had some drawings hapo. Somebody getting 173. So confirm. Confirm. Tungetoa confirm kama ni 173 ama ni 174. Haiwezi fika 173 kwa sababu hii ni 1200 si 12,000. This is 1200. Remember, we have eliminated 3 zeros. For the person getting a 173, this is 1200, not 1000. Hope you are together. Then we go to non-current liability. Tuko na moja. Kuna vitu kama mortgage, kama deferred tax. Tulikuwa na mortgage. Mortgage loan. Anda. Mortgage ilikuwa how much? Nalia tu mortgage yenye itupatia interest. Mortgage. Iko kwa hawa? Yes, 36,000. 36,000. Then we go to the current liability. Current liability. Current liability. So for the current liability class, what do we have? There's something you told me about the bank overdraft. Yeah, you're in a on the credit overdraft. How much? 1,800. 1,800. Any other item? Do you have payables? Which come of payable? Trade payable ilikuwa, si ndio? Trade payable ya 9,000. Any other? Anything outstanding? Outstanding ama accrual? Income tax, yes. Income tax is part of liability. Hii 1,800. Kama ulikuwa na anything accrual ama outstanding, unaweka hapa. Accruals. Outstanding hapa. Anything proposed, kama kulikuwa na vitu proposed huwa zinakuja hapa pia. Tusema proposed pia. They're not yet paid. So total equity and liability. So equity and liability zitakuwa ngapi? 222,070. Hiyo pia ilikuwa max 5. What? How many marks was that? To examiner huyu. 5 ama 10. Lakini it's a matter of just knowing. Ukiwa na dira, it becomes easier. That's why anapeana marks kidogo. So that is how we were supposed to do that question. And that is it. Are we together? Tuko pamoja. Are we together? And remember we said that kila mtu ajisimamie, ndio? So usiseme wamenijibia ati they have answered for me. How? No. You are alone. So you stand on your own gap. Hata kazini umeajiriwa peke yako, ulipewa hiyo contract peke yako, stand as you. Hapo ndio watu wengi ukosea. Ni kama tu hata university ukisoma. Guy, Omondi, mimi I have not denied. If you want us to go with the 173,472, we are going to go with it. Prove for us that it is not 164,400. Just prove for us, Omondi. So class, you can, yes, accrual is 0. Hatuna accrual. So class, is our order is 164,400 or 173,472? Here I'm wondering. Sasa unaongeza hii sasa. Si unaanza tu hii kando. Hii sasa iko kando. Already tushapita in that part. Hiyo una include profits. Already sasa profit weka hiyo hapo. So okay, summation. Already now, this profit for the year, then audience share capital, including the audience shareholders value. Audience shareholders value. Where did the 1,200 come from in the ordinary share? A very nice question from Monica there. A very nice one. Look at additional information. Is it the second last additional information telling us that there were the free labor provided by our guys there, the audience share. That one we said is 𝗕𝗢𝗚𝗓𝗓 mara mbili. So that question was a technical one, but now I know, yes, we labor want that amount. I know now, if you get such a question from a farm account, you can be able to at least do something, at least get something. We don't mark the final answer. We mark the correct entry. So every correct entry, unapata marks. Every correct entry, unapata marks. Every correct entry. So don't sweat at you either at your balance sasa unatoka kumi kufika kwa mtihani hapana, provided you know the entry. So this data should be at your fingertips. Kila wakati for the new student, this one we usually add a that. Usually say that this point we credit. All these have credit balance this side, all these have debit balance. That is. Ndio maana sasa kwa your bank overdraft pale wamekwambia credit, so it's a falling under liability. So data is very important. Hata interview ukiitwa interview ya accounting and such, wewe can you know how we account for all this? Hii ina take care of everything. Accounting iko hapa. Entries are accounting iko hapa. So if you're given things to do with the drawing, expenses zote ziko na debit balance. All the assets ziko na debit balance. So if you want to reverse that account, see, utai credit. If you want to cancel that account, na credit. So that is it. Now, in our next lesson, we are going to proceed with the final part in this topic number 2 before we get to the next thing. The next thing will be conversion of partnership into a limited company. We shall be looking at into a limited company. So I just want you to give you assignment. Let me go and look at the reasons why it is advisable to convert your company from partnership to a limited company. The advantages. What are some of the advantages that a limited company get that the partnership does not get? So that is it for today. We shall start from this point. Please go and look at those reasons why we have a limited company the best compared to the partnership. Kama mnataka tuziendeleze? No, I think we look at it next time. Is that okay? Tuangalie hiyo next time. So as per the timing, we are very okay, yeah? Very okay. We shall finish the syllabus on time, and we shall have time for revision. Very okay. Utaona tumemalizana na group consolidation and mambo na cash flow. Tumemaliza. So timing is very okay. Kindly utilize the theory notes. So utilize your groups. I don't know whether your groups are functioning. I'm not sure whether your groups are functioning. Are they functioning? Have you started revising? Ama bado mnapangana? Have you started, guys? Which group has started? We have group 1 to 10 for the new guys here. We have group 1 to 10, and those are meant for total discussion. And, among the 10, ni group gani already wamepatana the first time or the second time? Which group has started? Group yenu mmeanza ama bado mnatafuta time? Una decide when. Naona hata mkipatana wawili, that's enough. Si wingi. We are meeting on Saturday. So already Peter's group have decided that they will be meeting on Saturday. That is very good, Peter. That is very, very good. So now, once you start meeting on Saturday, never postpone. Just continue meeting on those Saturdays. Continue meeting on those Saturdays. Discuss things that will help you understand this concept more. Any other group except Peter's group? Any other group that is ready to start? Watu bado wanajipanga. Ndio hii February ndio imefika sasa. Wanajipanga. You pick the ball and you move with it very fast. Pick the ball and move with it very fast. So watu wajipange, be ready, do something on your end, and all will be well. For today, we end it at that point. Any question? Any question? Any question? All right, seems there's no question. We end our session at that point. It is always a pleasure to hosting you. I've been your lecturer, Stephen, always inspiring growth. Goodbye, have a blessed day. We meet next week for FR.